Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to read through for Tower of God chapter 623 or season 3 episode 206. I said, beforehand, I put it in the community tab and stuff, I was going to be really busy today, but as soon as I got home and stuff and, got available to do things, that I would do Tower of God and the My Hero Academia finale reaction as quickly as possible. So I'm going to record both right now, but gonna be posting Tower of God tonight, gonna post Hero Academia tomorrow, and yeah, I guess that's about it. We got a violence warning coming into this one, which is nuts, and maybe meaningful, maybe meaningless. That's how it goes with Tower of God. On top of that, there was something else I was gonna say, but I'm forgetting it. Oh well. So also you know what? I have since season 2 started, I don't think I've made it on time. I don't think I've actually had a Sunday where I was just free and had free time and was able to do a video on the anime episode. So I haven't seen the anime episode yet. I'll do a video on that hopefully tomorrow as soon as I can get to it. So there's gonna be that too. I've heard good things about this one. Now, last week going in, I heard mostly negative things beforehand, like people saying negative things, and I ended up thinking, the episode's not that bad. So hearing people say mostly good things this week is actually okay, that's a good sign actually. I thought that, okay, maybe we were just tumbling downhill, but no, it's actually a good sign hearing people actually say good things. But that's kind of something that's going to be going on right now with the series too, because last week we fully brought ourselves back out of the flashback, it seems, and I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm a little worried. The thumbnail for this one, that's what I was going to say earlier, I just remembered. The thumbnail for this one was wild. I think it was like a half Enkidu, half Belleria face. I think that's what it was. But the thumbnail for this one was wild. So I don't know anything that's going to happen, but I have seen lots of comments and discussions complaining about Baam's character and Baam's writing, which is nothing new. But I've also seen a lot of comments saying oh my god, this is incredible, best stuff ever, the best of Tower of God. And so of course, I'm 12 weeks behind, 11 weeks, whatever we are for official readers. So it's been a while, but week to week, I have seen people not be super excited and people be extremely excited. So it's just gone back and forth so much that I'm okay, I don't know what it might be, some sort of a mixed bag. I don't know what I'm gonna get here. A little bit nervous, a little bit excited, because I don't know how I'm going to react to it. Don't know how I'm going to think about it. Of course, I always hear things ahead of time, not actual spoilery things, but just you can tell people are talking about things positively or negatively, but I try not to let that affect my personal opinion. I mean, just using the flashback we just got for an example, I was really shocked at a lot of this stuff. I didn't expect a lot of what we got in that flashback. But I did know, generally speaking, for the past couple of months, though I didn't know what was going to happen, I knew for a long while that people were this stuff is horrible, this is some of the worst stuff in Tower of God. And then I heard for a good solid month or so, oh my god, this is some of the best stuff ever, this stuff is incredibly great. And of course, when I hit the slay the chess pieces fight against the branch leader stuff, I was okay, this is what people were talking about when this stuff just kind of stinks. And then we get into the flashback and I'm this is what people were talking about when they meant that things were really, 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 really great. And I pretty much agree with that. That's another thing that I'm worried about coming out of this flashback, because to me, the flashback was incredible, and I'm excited for things that are outside of the flashback. There's so many characters and subplots going on that me personally, I'm really hyped for. I want to know more about the Lobodan and Kirin stuff. We could even get more Traumerei context flashbacks out of that whenever we focus more on their fight, because we still don't know how they were born now, who their mother or mothers was or were, and we don't know what kind of precipitated their like family drama and Kirin's being upset with Traumerei, other than just the general way that Traumerei is. So there could be some more flashback stuff with Traumerei that we get through his kids, which would be really cool. That would be really, really cool too. There's so much I'm interested in, yet outside of the flashback, like I mentioned before, I think the Slay the Chess Pieces stuff might be some of the weakest stuff that CU's ever written. Like, the stuff before going into the flashback was like, I think the finale to Baam and Rack versus... So I think Revolution showing up, the finale to Baam and Rack versus Dumas was good. And like the Tiara, Traumerei and Enkidu stuff, I liked all of that. But before that, when we were getting the power-up stuff, even though I don't like hate the power-ups really, I still don't think they were written well. Like, I don't hate that the power-ups happened, I just don't think they were written well. So it worries me getting back into the present time, knowing that we just got hit with some real stinker stuff in the present time before we went into that flashback. But yeah, like I was saying, I kind of generally have known for the past few months, like, I had this idea that things were going to be not great for a while. Then I had this idea they were going to be great for a while. And now I've just heard so much conflicting stuff back and forth. Is it people being split on things? Is it that some chapters are good, some chapters are bad? What am I getting into? Like, I have no clue. But of course, like I was saying, I try not to let that influence or affect my own opinions on things. I mean, there are definitely times where I feel like I am disagreeing with the majority of my comments and stuff. I mean, just last week, it felt like before watching the anime episode, most of what I had seen just generally was negative. Then I watched it and I'm like, that wasn't really that bad. And then most of the comments I saw afterward were, tempered. They weren't saying, oh, this is amazing, this is great, but they were generally pretty positive. They were like, yeah, it's not that bad. But like, historically, what I always bring up is, and this is before even Fast Pass was a thing, so this is pre us being split at all. Late Floor of Death is what I always bring up, where late Floor of Death, week to week, I was pretty critical. I was pretty critical. I was not really feeling late Floor of Death that much. Early Floor of Death, incredible. But on the week to week, I was like, late Floor of Death is kind of weak. Despite the fact that my comments were like, you were an idiot for thinking this is incredible. And then the sides flipped, where then we start the Hidden Floor. And I was so excited reading Hidden Floor every week, yet I was getting comments every week with people just like, up until the Baam and Dumas stuff started, people just being like, oh, this is so boring. Oh, this is such a distraction from what Tower of God usually is. Oh, this is so slow. And I was just getting so many comments, like, it seemed, and not just me, but there weren't a lot of Tower of God YouTubers at that time, but even in the other people that I watched in their comments, it seemed like people were generally not really that positive about early Hidden Floor, but I was totally on the opposite side of that. So I try not to really let other people's opinions influence what I say here, because I mean, that would just make for a bad set of videos, I suppose. But long-ish Haku intro aside, let's actually start reading. I just kind of wanted to talk about some stuff like that. So we have our violence warning, and we have... Okay, we're at the Holin and Andrasi and Dorothy stuff. I keep forgetting I wanted to start calling her Ann Dorothy. We're back at this stuff, and I wonder if we're going to have the same cut from this stuff to the Dumas and Gaston stuff. Stay still. Yeah, we saw all this. I won't kill you, Princess of the Heart. All I want's your chess piece. Okay, reunion. So this is another one. We just got a single title chapter last time, and it seems like we're getting another single title chapter. So I wonder if reunion's going to be, since Enkidu Traumerei were in the thumbnail, is it going to be the reunion between Enkidu and Traumerei? Is he going to make it there first before Gaston does? Or is it actually, the first thing that popped into my head was, oh, Gaston and Traumerei reunion, but that doesn't make as much sense given that they just kind of saw each other pretty recently. So actually that doesn't make much sense. It's probably Enkidu Traumerei. That makes more sense. And I was thinking too, something I brought up, because again, after making my own video, my own first reaction, I talk to all of you in the comments. I watch like a million other reactions. I watch everybody else's reactions and I see what their comments are saying, what they're saying, what their chat's saying. And again, just through myself going through the chapters multiple times, I start thinking about more things I didn't pick up in my original reaction. And one big thing I was thinking after last week is like, why why is why is Revolution, I question Revolution's strategy here. They're like, we need you, Enkidu. We need you to fight against the family heads. It's what? Why? How? He's literally the worst option, I think. He's like, oh yeah, I can't kill them because of my contract of my own free will. And they're like, this guy who literally contractually cannot kill him. That's our guy. But it seems like Enkidu is really legitimately powerful. I mean, he could kill Amizu or whatever. So maybe they're thinking that they can get around it by infusing Bellarir. Like, I don't think this happened purposefully. But maybe what they can do is just use Bellarir as a host with Enkidu's power to have the will of Bellarir with the power of Enkidu. That's potentially possible. Even then, I think, like, what's he do to a family head? I don't think, as much as I've started to really like Enkidu as a character, I don't think he's him like that. I don't think he's got this. So I'm just really questioning Revolution's decision making on wanting Enkidu so much, but we'll see how that goes. We're seeing some of his creatures on Endorthy. This counts as harassment, you know. And then, let me go. Weird fetish content. Hey. Oh, and that's all. Okay, they're taking the chess piece. Give that back. So technically, does Traumerei just win? Traumerei just wins, essentially, right? Also, this is a weird-ass face for Holland here. Lord Traumerei, I got it. I have Pobedow's king. Very good. Bring it to me. Like, the king was captured by the other side, right? Oh no, we have Enkidu coming in. Okay. What happened? Everyone reacts. Who the hell? And we have Bellarir Enkidu. It's been a while. Traumerei. Who are you? I really look forward to when we finally get to see, like, modern Traumerei without the mask, you know? And I mentioned before how that wasn't a great panel of Holland's face. This is a solid panel of Traumerei's face, though. Seriously, he laughs. You've forgotten too? How could anyone forget doing what you did? It's me, asshole. Enkidu. And he goes half and half. What? Enki. And then the memories start gnawing at him, I guess. Enkidu. Enkidu. I know him. I just remembered. Are you finally starting to remember? You may have erased your memories of me after what happened, but it looks like you still feel a little guilty after all. Not that I'm surprised. Of course, given the awful thing you did that night. The awful thing that I did. Yeah, that night. You blamed me for your crime. Now that I'm back, why don't you finally tell the truth and confess? Go ahead and admit that you're the one who killed Amizu. Amizu. Why is that name familiar? And then, is he remembering? We have the exclamation point. Amizu. I remember now. The creature I sought in my dreams. And we, wow, a hard cut over here to Dumas and Baam. He looks back. Where am I? Ugh. Why, just sleep the rest of the arc, please. Then, Dumas. He immediately goes in for an attack. Not the smartest, it would seem. Where are Kun and Rak? They're still inside me. And he's knocked away. If you're hoping to save them, it's too late. Man, the eyes are so cool. The man's heart has stopped beating. And of course, Kun can probably do that. Baam yells as he rushes in. Still yelling. And then we have the claw shot like we've had a couple times before. He grabs around his neck. And I think slams him. His heart. No matter what it takes. Alright. I have to get into Dumas's heart somehow. We have a flash of light as he hits him. There must be a way. The thorns are activating. He uses both of them. I wonder if he's going to transport himself into the heart then. Yeah, he does. He transports himself inside. How in the world did you manage to get in here? As I'm sure you're well aware. The only escape from here now is death. Or I can just kill you. Lame. So lame. Oh, I'm just gonna kill you, this guy that completely demolished me a little bit before. Man. I don't know, did CU think that this was just like a really cool line to end on? Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not here for more Baam versus Dumas. I would rather not. I would rather Baam sit the rest of the arc out. Like, please, please. I really don't want more of it. So yeah, I'm torn between the Baam and Dumas stuff being wholly uninteresting to me. I really don't want it. I really don't. And being excited by the Traumerei and Enkidu stuff. I'm interested in Traumerei getting these memories back. What does it mean? Like, what does that look like story-wise? Because like I've said, I don't think Enkidu can really handle Traumerei or Gastang or any of the family heads. I don't think Enkidu's got it. I really don't. So I don't know what the plan is necessarily. Maybe am I underestimating Enkidu? I just don't think that. I don't know what he does to Traumerei particularly, other than giving him mental damage from the memory stuff. But either way, I guess that's it for this week. A little bit on the shorter side, but you know, that's just the way things are sometimes. There were a lot of combat panels towards the end. But with that aside, I guess we'll end here. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my first thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Trust me, I have a lot more in store, a lot more I'm planning. And like I said at the beginning of the video, the anime episode reaction will be up when I can. Hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow would be nice. But like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you'd like to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks down below, it'd be appreciated. Or if you not only want to help support the channel, help me keep making videos, all of that, but also get your name at the end of every video and get One Piece videos a little bit early, then you can hit join down below to become a channel member or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes. Haku of the Tubes. Why did I say it like Haku? Haku of the Tubes. Or a link will be in the description to that to become a patron. So thank you so much to patrons and channel members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, FR Nono Abyss Knight, JA, The D-Ban, and Irony. Cheriton Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Pate Ardial. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and that's it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.